All right, I think we got audio. Let's just check. We got the corners. We can see everything from my recent video where I'm sharing a lot of things, but I just don't want to share my account. Let's just see what we're on paper. Whatever. Good job. Okay. Yeah. So, like recently this week, right? Friday, I was a bit busy and. I decided, you know what? I'm way too busy, and I'm not gonna go on my competition account and push trades. And I took them. I placed them on TradingView. What would be similar? I placed them on TradingView's paper, right? Instead, just for just to not get like the pressure of I have to do something, but I'm actually busy in real life. Yeah, but I think I managed to place all of the trades besides one, and that's a lot. And yeah, apart from that, some other trades this week. I made some videos about them, but I noticed something. So now we have on the chart there's an EMA. This is because I noticed that let's go on what I want to highlight first. We're gonna go on 2 minutes. I think it's wasn't it on the euro? Oh my god, I am not prepared apparently. No. Okay, we're gonna find where I was doing some cool drawings. We can start with this. So this is pound futures. Simple name 6B, and so we have some indicators on. We got sessions on. Right, you see. This box is US. Here is London, here is Asia, and so we also have EMA. And let me just see, right? Yeah, cool. So I'm disabling the EMA to show the example, right? So I was long because we went outside of the London range, and the US power took over. London is still open, but in my description, yeah, so this is where the US is starting to trade according to TradingView. This is the time aligns with my time zone, 1400 hours. If you want to follow up these examples, you can check on Forex Factory. This is what I did, and here are my ideas about it. Yeah. So we're outside of London range, we are below, and I'm expecting, okay, can we have retrace? We can. Okay, let's see if we get it. So we come here, and I put and I get the notification, right? Delete it. I still have it one on top. There's nothing really. I pushed the notification to this level here because maybe something will happen here. Didn't happen. We went lower. We went back up again. Let me just ramble on. That's big enough. We went lower, we went back up again, we went lower, and then finally we got this. Notice that the box, we don't close beyond the box. See? Okay. And so now there's a high, the circle and the dash. And we come to this level, so that means in my book that we got the power to come here, we come up, we got the power to come here, we don't have the power to go beyond. And so now we're stuck in this area, and finally price has the power to break out, meaning this was a double bottom at the point of this bar creation. That's what we know at this point, right? Okay, so here I want to enter long, maybe here, or maybe here. In fact, I entered along here. This was my position, something like this at this time, boom, covering. I went to stop here, and I targeted next high. Cool, 1.114. Maybe it was 1.2. Who knows? Yeah, I think like this. Who cares? And So this was the position I put on. It was filled and whatever. But it has been happening a bit recently, right? I'm trailing the trades, I'm pushing the stop like this. For example, here we have a higher level. This is a place to trail. If I'm long here, on M2, there's a trade here. If I'm long and we go to here, I can trail to this level. And later when we come to here, we have a double level here as well. So we can trail to here and we can later trail to here. So the point of my trailing, I mean, is to make the risk smaller, right? But it has happened that the trailing has been too good. Like recently on my statistics, positions close in profit, yeah, but they hit the trailing stop more often than they hit the take profit. I'm not sure I like that. I mean, winning is in fact winning, right? However, and it got me thinking. I remember Dave at DTFX was explaining a model, and I covered this model a while back, where I mean, I have my own trading method. It's the stair-stepping method, staircase, 1, 2, 3, the way you walk upstairs, right? 2 steps behind, I lock two levels, and I also lock double level, right? So if we are double level here, I will lock to here, right? Because we're encompassed by this energy here, right? If I'm long here, I lock to here, and yeah. So that's a lot double level, right? So those 2 methods I have, and I remember, like, so they've put an EMA on top of his chart, and he has a different way of trailing, but the EMA acts like a filter. And I thought, to myself, you know what? I'm gonna put the EMA on, because it should help me to not move the stop too much. It should in fact help me to move the stop a bit less, and this is good. So here's the EMA, right? And the idea is we have the EMA, nothing fancy. It's an EMA 14 shifted 2 on the close. And so we are long here. We just hit it, right? We're long here, boom, bang, boom. We go take profit, fine, easy. We don't need to trail, right? But how to trail with this method that he uses is the following, right? For long, price is above the EMA. Second, price closes lower than the EMA. Okay. Third, price closes above the EMA again, and also higher than price. It happens here with this bar. At that point, we can use the low that was in between, and we can trail. And with that example, we would trail here, we would not trail here, and yeah, we will be chopped out. Who knows what would happen, but just so the point is that, right? And so this is an example on this. Let me just, what am I doing? Okay, so this position that didn't really need any trailing, so we can just remove the thing, remove the line as well. I think because on this one it was way better example, right? I mean, so like here I am on the US session, and within this box, and I see this, boom, here, we have strength because higher, and boom, we have strength, and I'm like, okay, I'm entering long. I think I entered along here, like this. Okay, stop was here, target was somewhere else, and if I'm using my own method to trail, now the stop is here, right? Later we have this level created here. It means I would move my stop up to here, which I did not do. But I would do that, and I would be taken out for, well, not a full R, but I mean controlling the risk, and this is the game, right? And yeah, I would be. Now, or if I didn't see this and price was here, which was what happened, because I was in fact busy this day. So my stop was still here. I see this level. We again come up to here. And I see, okay, we have this level, we have this level. This is about the same, so I'm not touching the stop. But yeah, and again later we have this high, we have this level, and we have this level. So that means I would trail to here. And so now market is closed and whatever. So I would be risking 11 instead of 17, which is a bit less, and that is good, I think. But adding the EMA to the filter on my trailing means that in this case I wouldn't trail at all. Perhaps that would be a good thing, right? This position I closed just before market closed on like 2 ticks on profit, and yeah, nothing fancy about that. Okay, let's go on the I didn't touch the ES or NQ. But we can also yeah, the boxes, the time frames are not they are set to FX times, so notice that I mean the market is opening here at the bright part, and my box is behind it because I mainly trade the FX part of it. I'll put on trades on NQ, sure, but not currently. This setup is for that. Yeah, so euro, right? And I'm gonna find an example because I had a very good, yeah. So here is the euro, right? This example is on the 2 minute, is on the day before, so we have to go back, right? So on the 2 minute chart, we have Asia box here, Asia range, we break out of it, and so we break out of it, boom, something happens here, price doesn't want to go higher, I have no idea, something's up with this level, and we have price goes down, and we have this like kind of choppy action. It's clean leg, chop, and then boom, boom, and rejecting here. So like this is important for whatever reason. This is the short here because this bar defeats this level, right? In my mind, this is the short, right? And so if this is the short, then this is the stop, or either this or this, right? But hey, I'm gonna be conservative. This is a stop, and this is the take profit here on the other side of Asia range, right? Cool. And it went a bit further. Nobody cares about that right now. Yeah, I could be on a static 2R. No, we don't. I'm not talking about that. But anyway, so we have the trade, and as per my rules, price comes here. Price comes here. Price goes up. Price comes back again. That means these 2 lines represent where I would move my stop, and I would have half an R as risk on the trade, which is, well, I guess a good thing. And later price closes even lower here with the black box, and I mean, so closes here, goes back up, goes down again, so I could trail now to here, right, or somewhere here, and I would almost be in profit, and likely if I could partial out I would, because I would make this trade a winner, right? Just mentality of it all. If I could partial, but probably with my 2 6E contracts I wouldn't partial half there, it's way too close. So my stop would be going there, and later we go down and boom boom boom, and maybe I would trail to here. I would hit like I would get this 0.6 win, because I would trail to here down, right? And I don't like that. Now with the DTFX filter, there's a filter, the EMA, right, again. So we have the trade, we are on the other side, we close on the short side, good. We close even lower, good. Now we can trail. Okay, so we use this level. Here, do we close on the other side? Well, just barely. And I mean, it's safe in this case, but just barely. Okay, cool. All this action down here, the EMA filter says, oh, we shouldn't move the stop because we didn't defeat it. So this would be safe, and this would be also safe, and we would go down and we would eventually hit the TP 1.5. But we would actually trail to this level because we are low, we close on the other side, we close back under, and we close lower than before. We can then trail to here and we hit TP. And I have my notes in Swedish here. Yeah, and so this is the close lower, right? And then price goes even further. Who cares? Yeah, I mean, at this point, could actually take off the TP and just kind of trail it, because we would be here, we would go back up, we would go lower here, and somewhere down here, price closed lower, you can have a notification here. Somewhere down here, at 4 o'clock, I could trail even further, and we could go on, and we have this higher and we have lower, and we would be here, and I mean, only trailing it. We would have this trade instead, 2.6. But that's another story. Yeah, so the trailing filter with the EMA is kind of nice. I have found that my trailing method gives me a smoother equity curve. I'm not entirely sure if my trailing method adds to the ROI. It does make the curve look better. That's pretty much it. And if the curve looks better, I feel better as well. So that's pretty much, that's an idea. Also, I have been also contemplating the idea of, like, when I'm in profit, just if I locked a trade in profit, just remove the TP entirely, because the way my competition account is set up, I cannot carry any positions overnight regardless. It means that, well, if I am short here, London and US, at this point, I would be taken out anyway. I'm not saying my stop would be down here, but I would be taken out here, and it happens. I mean, that's not a lot, but you know what I mean. I mean, if it okay, this is a flat day. If it was some other day, for example, if I'm long here, let's say I'm long here somewhere. I mean, I would be taken out here. That's not a bad thing, right? Yeah. But for now, I'm just targeting previous session, this level. And if it's possible, again, with the Apex account, I cannot partial because it wouldn't make sense mathematically. On some of my FX accounts, there's not an issue. Like every time I trail, I take off like 0.5. No, I take off 5% of their position, and I'll trail a little bit, and I'll look at the TP and go, maybe the TP can be pushed a little bit further, just a little bit, right? No, I don't move the TP always, but just a little bit. And yeah, that I have found that to be very beneficial. Yeah, partialing out just a little bit. Yeah, it's a good thing when a trade is on, it's locked, and it's in profit, and it will be profit. It's good. Even like the mentality of let's say I'm gonna trail once only. So here I have 1R equal to 41 points. Here I have 19 equal to half. And I mean, it's a 1.5 winner regardless, but if I trade once, I stand to lose half suddenly. That's a very good place to be. And if I trade to here, I mean, 2, that is nothing. Even if we lose, that is nothing, right? Run that scenario. Run those math numbers, right? Yeah, that's all I got for now. I think I have I have a few more trades in my log I could go over. I'm gonna make a video about them later on. Yeah, those are only some thoughts I have. And yeah, so if you like the video, like the video. If you want to hear me talk and whatever, and about my trades, etc. And if you have questions, yeah, come on, post your questions, right? That's all I got. See you in the market.